So, you're the girl who's getting married to my son Sam, are you? He tells me that you're planning to come to the house to introduce yourself to us soon. Has Sam told you that our family has rather strict rules governing our public behavior? My family has been in government for generations. I'm the current serving representative for this area. My father was a senator, his father a mayor, and his father a diplomat.
Oh, you're Sam's dad. It's great to finally get a chance to talk to you. Yes, that's right. I'm Julie. I've been wanting to come and meet you in person for a while, but Sam tells me you're a pretty busy guy, being a representative. And yeah, I was hoping to set up a date to come by your house and introduce myself personally in the very near future. Would Saturday morning work for you?
I asked you a question and I expect an answer. This is an incredibly serious issue. Someone in my position can't allow my son to marry just any woman. You understand that my expectations will be high of you, yes? And you still intend to marry my son?
Yes, sir. I've done my best to live a life that I and everyone around me could be proud of. You won't need to worry about me causing any scandals or anything. I give you my word.
I see. Well then, I'll first have to have a talk with Sam to see what sort of person you are. I'll let you know once I've decided whether or not I can allow you to associate with our family. But just know that even if I allow you to come to my house, whether or not I approve of your marriage is an entire story altogether. Until then, be sure to keep your head down and avoid any sort of trouble. Got it?
Yes, sir. I've never been one to get into much trouble, but I'll be extra careful. I know you're busy, so I'll let you go now. I hope that I'll be able to meet you on Saturday morning like planned.
I thought I made myself clear when I texted you the other day. Did you actually think that I, a sitting member of Congress, would allow my son to marry the daughter of a single father? Get out of my house before the press gets wind of this!
You punched me. You actually punched me in the face. I still can't believe that just happened. You think it would be a scandal if I married your son? What do you think the press would say if they found out you punched a woman in the face?
Don't you dare talk back to me like that, peasant! If I felt so inclined, I could have every single person you love put under a federal investigation! The legal costs would bankrupt you all before charges were even filed. And besides, even if you ran to the press and told them I hit you, none of them would believe you! You're nobody! Nothing! Just the daughter of a man who's such an incredible loser that he can't even get remarried! I don't know what his problem is. Maybe he's a cheater himself. Maybe he's just not man enough to keep his wife satisfied. But there is no possible way that I could allow my family to become associated with a miserable failure like your father!
You know what, Chuck? Fine, I'm done with you. You don't know anything about me or my father, and yet you think you have the right to talk about him like that? I would never want to be your daughter-in-law. I'd rather die single. And seriously, what is wrong with that idiot son of yours? He saw you punch me with his own two eyes, but he didn't stop you. He didn't even get mad at you. He just stood there like a scolded child. I have never been more disgusted with a person I thought I could trust in my entire life. I guess you want to play rough, huh? Well, that's just fine by me.
Big talk for such a small girl. Was one punch not enough to put you in your place? If you're so upset that I've insulted your precious daddy's honor, how about you go and tell him about me punching you?
I think that's a wonderful idea. I'll tell my 4-star general father all about the pencil-neck politician who punched his daughter right in the face. You are about to be in big trouble, Chuck. You and your whole family.
Did you just call me pencil neck? You're gonna regret those words. And excuse me, your dad's a 4-star general? Ha 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 ha! If you're gonna lie to me and try to scare me, try telling me a lie that's a bit more believable, okay? You should have told me he was a drug dealer or something. That would have made way more sense. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get to a meeting with some activist group. They're going to advise me on writing a new piece of legislation focused on preventing violence against women.
You're gonna talk about preventing violence against women just 5 minutes after literally punching a woman? Well, just you wait. That smug smile is gonna get wiped off your face in no time. I'm telling my dad about everything you did and said to me. He loves me more than anything else in the world, so trust me when I say that you and your whole family are going down.
Good afternoon, Julie. Are you feeling any better since this morning? I was hoping you would give me the opportunity to properly apologize for my regrettable behavior earlier. Oh, and please thank your father for coming by the house earlier today, as well as for his dedicated service to the country.
The look on your face when my dad walked into the room wearing his full uniform was priceless. It was all I could do to keep from bursting out laughing right there on the spot. Ugh, but then watching you beg for mercy made me want to puke my guts out. Like a grown man getting on his knees in full view of his wife and son, tears running down his cheeks? Yuck. I feel bad for Sam having a father as pathetic as you. I kinda feel bad for your wife too, but at least she can divorce you and make money writing a tell-all memoir.
I am so incredibly sorry for what I did to you. I fully realize that I've done something that has put my career and my entire family's legacy in jeopardy. I got on my knees to show you and your father just how serious I am about wanting to make amends for what I've done. You're a fine young woman, Julie, and I want to make an earnest request to both you and your remarkable, upstanding father. Could we please keep the details of this ugly little incident between ourselves?
My goodness, this is an incredible change of heart. What happened to the Chuck that I was speaking to earlier this morning? I seem to remember that version of Chuck refused to listen to a single word I said to him, punched me in the face, and kicked me out of his house. You also went on an extended tirade about how single fathers are pathetic, miserable, deserve to get cheated on, etc., etc. But then, that all changed once you realized that this particular father happened to be a 4-star general in the army. Now you're sweet-talking me, complimenting me, and begging me for forgiveness. I don't know whether to laugh my head off or cry my eyes out over this degree of humiliation.
I was wrong, Julie. I was totally wrong about you. I can't believe that I, of all people, was such a short-sighted, prejudiced person. It doesn't matter if a person is raised by a single father. If that father is a man capable of becoming a 4-star general, any child in their care would surely grow up to be a fine, upstanding individual. I was too focused on your family circumstances and wasn't paying any heed to the content of your character. Your father has thoroughly showed me the error of my ways, and for that I am eternally grateful.
You should count yourself lucky that he held himself back from punching you. He won the Army Boxing Championship back in the day. It looks like grabbing you by the shirt collar and having a nice heart-to-heart seems to have done the trick. Seriously though, I don't think I've ever seen my dad that angry before.
I can totally understand why he would be furious with me after what I did. I know what I've done is totally unforgivable, but I hope that you can overlook my indiscretions and enjoy building a happy family together with my son. You would make a fantastic wife for him, I'm sure of it, and I would be proud to have you as my daughter-in-law.
Not a chance in hell.
What?
I don't want anything to do with that pathetic, cowardly little snake. Not only didn't he protect me, he even sided with you when you hit me. He looked at me with my face swollen red from your punch and said, "He's got a point, Julie." And now you think that I'm gonna overlook all that and go on to build a big, happy family with that loser? Never! Honestly, I should be thanking you right now. You assaulting me showed me what kind of man your son really was. You saved me from a lifetime of misery with him. Thank God all of this happened before we got married. Good grief.
Come now, Julie, please don't talk that way!
You really screwed the pooch, didn't you, Chuck? Think about what could have happened if you would have just kept your head down and not acted like nobility just because you're in government. Your son, a member of a storied political family, marrying me, the daughter of a 4-star general? You and Sam both might have gone down in political history. But you just couldn't help yourself, could you? And now you've made a very powerful and very angry new enemy. I hope you're ready for what's coming to you.
Julie, I am so sorry!
Why are you apologizing to me, Chuck? Is it because you actually are so sorry? Or is it because now you know who my dad is and are terrified of the consequences you just brought on yourself? If my dad were practically anyone else, you would have won. I'd be at home right now, crying myself to sleep, while also nursing a splitting headache, that is. So no, don't think for a second that I believe you're being sincere about this sudden change of heart. You're only apologizing as an attempt at self-preservation.
That's not true at all. It's that, well, when your father stormed into the room, I saw the look of righteous fury in his eyes. I remembered that my grandfather also started his career in the military, and that he'd make the exact same face if he were in your father's position. I betrayed my family's honor, and for that I am truly, deeply sorry.
Are you being serious right now? You needed my dad's anger to remind you that you shouldn't punch a woman for being the child of a single father? Don't most people, know that instinctively? Like, you're telling me that in the moment, you thought that it was perfectly acceptable to punch me in the face.
You're exactly right, Julie. There is absolutely no defense for what I did. All I can say is that I'm sorry. I sincerely hope that you will reconsider ending your relationship with my son. I can assure you, no member of this family will ever treat you poorly ever again.
Man, this hurts.
Huh? What hurts?
The place on my face where you hit me, you idiot. God, this is probably gonna leave a bruise. This sucks. I should probably go to the doctor and get checked out.
Oh, right. I'm terribly sorry about that.
You can stop apologizing already. Really, you thought your son marrying the daughter of a single father would be a scandal? What about you punching a woman so hard she has a bruise that lasts for a month?
I'm sorry.
There you go again. Well, guess what? Being sorry for something means you accept the punishment for it. And Chuck, let me tell you, there will be punishment.
Hey, Julie, did you make it to the hospital all right? What'd they say about your face?
Hey, Dad. Thanks a bunch for earlier. Yeah, they just did an x-ray on my face, and it looks like there aren't any fractures. They did say the bruise might take a few weeks to heal, though.
Well, at least you only have a bruise, I suppose. I'm sorry I couldn't go with you to the hospital. I was called to testify before a congressional panel this evening.
That's okay. I know you have an important job to do, protecting the country and all. And I'm not a little girl anymore, so I think I can handle riding the bus to the hospital on my own. Really, I should be the one apologizing to you. You were getting ready for your testimony when I called you out to help me. I didn't want to bother you if I could help it.
Julie, you are my only daughter. You can bother me whenever you'd like. I really wish you didn't have to see me like that, though. I hope you know that as angry as I was at that smarmy jerk Chuck, I will never be that way toward you.
Trust me, Dad. I know you would never do anything to hurt me. And besides, I know that you're gonna get back at that guy in the worst way possible, so I'm really at peace about the whole thing.
You really are a tough young thing, aren't you? I remember one time when we went to the park together, you fell down and scuffed your knee. You were crying so hard you couldn't walk, so I had to carry you all the way home.
I'm sorry, why are we bringing up stories from when I was like 4? A little bit of time has passed since then, Dad. I graduated college, got a job, and everything. Speaking of my job, I was thinking about using today's events as material. Would you be okay with that?
By all means, be my guest. You can do what you need to do on your end, and I'll take care of things on mine.
Thanks, Dad.
Now, I wanted to ask you something, and be honest. Has something like this happened before? Not necessarily with you getting hit, but have you ever been bullied or treated unfairly before because of me being a single father?
No, nothing like that at all. If anything, being your daughter has given me opportunities most people only dream of. That's why I was more surprised than angry when Chuck punched me this morning.
I see. Well, if this ever happens again, you let me know right away, understand? I don't want you to have any handicaps in life because of me.
Dad, you don't need to worry about me. You've done more than enough worrying about me already.
What do you mean?
I know, Dad. I know that you only didn't get remarried out of concern for me.
That's not true.
You don't need to hide it, Dad. Or I guess I should say there's no point in hiding it. I'm not a kid anymore. Even back when I was a kid, I could still tell what was going on. All through elementary school, middle school, high school, college, and even now, you never got remarried. You never even got a girlfriend. And it was all out of concern for me. I remember back when Mom died. It was so sudden that it took a really long time for me to be able to accept it. And you were always there to support me through all of it. One day, when I was in the 3rd grade, my friend Jessie's mom came over to the house. Her husband had recently passed away suddenly, just like Mom did, and it seemed like the two of you were getting along really well. Which makes sense, considering the fact that you both lost a spouse. But I noticed that you were building a connection, and while I didn't really understand it at the time, I just wasn't happy about it. I threw a tantrum when they left, and that's when you hugged me tightly and said, "Don't worry, Julie. No one is ever gonna replace your mom in my heart." You promised me that I was going to be the only girl in your life, so I didn't need to feel jealous or lonely. I know you were so concerned about me feeling lonely and that you shut out all the loneliness that you were feeling after Mom died.
Whoa, that's my girl. You always were a perceptive one.
Oh, please. Any idiot could have seen what was going on. I've literally known you my whole life, Dad. There's no one out there who understands you better than I do.
Yeah, I should have known better than to think I was fooling you. I guess I can admit it now. You're exactly right, Julie. But after what happened today, well, I've been thinking about a lot of things. I wonder if maybe it was a mistake to not have remarried. I thought I was protecting you by raising you by myself, but perhaps all I did was expose you to even more trouble.
That's not true at all, Dad. I know that you did the very best for me that you could. You gave me all the love and attention that a daughter could want from her father, and I'll always be grateful to you for that.
Julie, thanks for saying that. It means a lot to me. Losing your mother while you were so young was incredibly difficult. I mean, I'd only just become a parent a few years prior. I had no idea how to be a good father. And then I had to try and fill the gap she left behind, too. I just figured that as long as you were happy, then I must have been doing something right. When you told me about that creep punching you this morning, all I could think about was rushing right over there and giving him a taste of his own medicine. But if I did that, all that would have accomplished is lowering myself to his level. Sure, socking him right in the jaw would have felt great in the moment, but I think holding back is going to allow us to really give him what he deserves. At least that's what I think. What about you?
Oh yeah, I'm in full agreement with you, Dad. This is the best possible way things could have gone. For us, not for him. That pompous creep and his entire family are going down. I'm going to make sure of that personally, and I know exactly what I need to do to make it happen. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get my dastardly plan into motion.
There you go, always jumping right into action. That part of you is exactly like your mother. She would be so proud of the woman you've become.
Aw, you're gonna make me cry, Dad. Oh, actually, before I go, there's one more thing that I needed to tell you.
You can't do this to me! You actually filed a police report against me for punching you? And not only that, I'm getting removed from the House Armed Services Committee! You're gonna single-handedly destroy me and my entire family's legacy! Is that what you want?
Yeah, basically. You said so many terrible, ignorant, bigoted things about my dad, and you punched me, a woman half your age, in the face. That's why I decided that I was going to completely crush you and your family.
No way! I already told you how sorry I was for what I did! I know that I was wrong, but still! Did you really have to go this far?
Oh, I definitely needed to go this far. You are a sitting U.S. congressman, and yet you have the gall to look down on single fathers like that? Do you know what percentage of your constituents are single fathers?
I highly value all of my constituents!
Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe if you were content just to insult single fathers, I might have forgiven you. But then you punched me in the face just to prove a point. And then, without skipping a beat, you were off to talk about some violence against women legislation. Give me a break. You don't deserve to be a representative.
I know! I'm fully aware of how disgraceful my conduct was! Ever since that day, I've had a massive knot in my stomach! I've barely been able to keep any food down! That's how terrible I feel about what I did! So I'm begging you, Julie, please can't we let bygones be bygones? I don't expect you to marry my son anymore! That ship has sailed!
That isn't the only ship that sailed. You aren't just losing your spot on the Armed Services Committee. You won't be in Congress much longer. I wrote an article detailing every last moment of our interaction that fateful day. It's gone viral all over social media, and it's even being picked up by a few national news outlets. At least, the outlets that are willing to cover negative stories about your party.
What? It's in the news?!
I'm sorry, didn't you check in with your social media team today? You picked the worst possible time to make a post bragging about your work on promoting women's rights. They are dragging you in the comment section. I mean, it's the most comical development possible. Self-described crusader for women's rights punches the daughter of a 4-star general in the face? You are never gonna live this down. You're gonna be a meme for the rest of your life. And I'm getting more clicks on my articles than I ever expected I would. I suppose I should thank you for that too.
Oh my god, no! You're right! My social media team leader has been trying to call me all morning! But why? How did this get to be such a huge story?
Actually, I've been keeping this a secret from everyone, even my dad. But the truth is that I run one of the biggest anonymous political insider accounts in the country, and I made a post describing every last thing that you did and said to me, with receipts. Once that made the rounds on all the major social media sites, the mainstream press just couldn't ignore it anymore. So congratulations, Chuck! You're gonna be all over the news for weeks.
This is the worst thing that possibly could have happened! Your father spilled the beans about what I did in his opening statement before his testimony before my committee the other day! But that was a classified meeting, so I thought that the worst thing that could happen was that I got removed from the committee! But now the whole country knows about this! Are you sure you're okay with losing your own anonymity, though?
Nah, I'll be fine. I've been doing this for a long time. I didn't drop any details that would blow my cover. You, however, are another story entirely. I didn't identify you by name, but I was sure to include enough details to make sure you were identified right away.
Oh no!
And I'd say that you should expect a swarm of reporters at your house any moment now. So yeah, you might want to give a call to your communications team because you're gonna need a lot of help to get through this. Those poor guys are gonna be working overtime for a month dealing with the fallout. I mean, how do you even respond to the fact that your boss punched a woman in the face? And not just any woman, the daughter of a 4-star general.
I have no idea!
Well, you'd better come up with something fast, because the whole country knows about everything that you did. Isn't social media amazing? News can travel around the whole world instantly.
I'm begging you, Julie. I don't think I can handle this. You're going to end my family's storied history of involvement in politics.
Yeah, I'm aware. I mean, that's literally the entire reason I made that post about you. If you and your family are too ashamed to show your face in public ever again, then that's mission accomplished for me. You picked the wrong girl to mess with, Chuck.
Is there anything I could do? Anything at all to get you to forgive me?
Let me think about it. Yeah, no, there's no path to redemption for you. You should have thought about the consequences before you belittled me and my dad. Really, if it were just me, I wouldn't be so upset. But my dad? Don't you dare insult him! I think you realized this when you saw his eyes shooting fire at you as he entered the room, but he loves me a lot. He sacrificed more than you could possibly imagine to raise me into the person I am today. I will never forgive you for saying something so cruel about someone so important to me.
I'm sorry, Julie. I'm so incredibly sorry.
Stop apologizing already! Good grief, Chuck. I already told you, you're wasting your breath. I don't care if you're sorry. I simply cannot allow a person like you to have a career in politics. You've been removed from the Armed Services Committee, and no one will ever work with you on any legislation, even mundane ones, ever again. I hope you weren't planning on writing any self-aggrandizing autobiographies in the near future, because no one's gonna buy them. They will, however, love the books that will be written about the rise and humiliating fall of a once great political family. It didn't take long for even members of Chuck's own party to start denouncing him once the news broke, but his future in politics wasn't the only thing that was crushed. He couldn't go anywhere in public without being swarmed by protesters and news cameras. They had no choice but to quickly and quietly move somewhere far, far away from here where they could escape their notoriety. As for me, I had a little heart-to-heart talk with my dad. I told him that I wanted him to find the happiness that he deserves, and that means finding a nice woman to be his new wife. At first, he laughed it off and said he doubts any woman out there would take an old widower like him. But guess who he ran into in the store a short while later? My friend Jessie's mom. You remember, the woman who lost her husband? Well, the two of them hit it off, started dating, and just the other day, my dad told me they're now engaged to be married. I'm so excited for him. Well, and for me too. Me and Jessie have been friends forever, and now we're gonna be sisters. Yes! We've been talking non-stop about what we're going to wear to the wedding ever since we got the news.